So it begins. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the last video that I am going to post for the year of 2022. Now, I did not make a best moments of 2022. We'll start doing that later on down the line as we progress throughout the channel. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you, because one thing we did accomplish this year, we are finally over 100 subscribers, meaning we're gonna start 2023 off with 102 subscribers. And y'all, I cannot thank y'all enough. I'm really glad that y'all like the channel. I'm really glad y'all, invest in the time to just stop by and check out my videos. I really do appreciate it. Ultimate Alliance 3 is definitely doing really good on the channel, and I'm not even close to finishing it. At least I don't know. I'm not sure. That game is like longer than I think it is, because it's the final installment. At least that's what I think. I'm not totally sure, but yeah. But thank you guys. It has been a wonderful year. John Cena won the final match of SmackDown 2022 alongside Kevin Owens. So that's even a bigger bonus, because John Cena is my favorite wrestler. Cena Nation. You can't see me. All that stuff. But I wanted my last video of this year to be centered around For Honor, which is the main game on the channel. I don't post it as much as I'm posting other games. If y'all would like to, I could do a For Honor campaign, because I doubt anybody on the channel has seen the For Honor campaign. It's just the mechanics in campaign. In For Honor, when you do campaign, you using the original mechanics of the game, and when you play multiplayer, it's a completely different mechanics in the game. Like in campaign has all the mechanics before the CCU, and multiplayer has all mechanics past CCU. So in multiplayer, things are like 50 times faster the speed of light, and in single player you can kind of react to everything like you used to, and the damages are not nerfed in the campaign. It's like very different. Like they just could not find a way to update the campaign to like multiplayer standards. They kind of just separated both of them. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna, today's video, as you saw in the title, I'm gonna give you guys my reaction to the latest patch notes. There was no patch notes this Thursday. This happened like I think 2 weeks ago. Maybe about 2 weeks ago. This is the Warriors Den for 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys my thoughts on the changes. Yorm change. I've seen Yorm buff. I have played Yorm buff, and I will get into that later on. But now let's start. So here we got the patch notes. I'm not sure if y'all can hear them or not.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm joined
hear them
by Mr. JC, our Lord and Savior. JC, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. What about you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
I'm about to eat
I can't
all
hear
the
them.
holiday.
I don't know what's wrong
goodness.
with that. Is this muted?
So yeah, we've got a we got a lot going on. We got a lot of patchy notes to talk about.
So let me see something real fast. Okay, let's start.
Quite a few.
So yeah, let's start off with hero improvement.
53.
All right, so I'm just gonna skip ahead. We're not really gonna discuss the commentary, because I'm pretty sure anybody who's seen For Honor kind of knows this already. So they're going to increase Lawbringer's bash. I felt pretty good about this. Like at this point, I'm just thinking to myself, they're not gonna rework Lawbringer. They just slowly gonna tweak him, piece by piece, and get the right piece of the puzzle together. So essentially, they making his front dodge. The first two changes, they making his dodge bash way faster. But in return, they're also gonna slow down his recovery, so he could no longer, Lawbringer can no longer essentially parry out of his shove. That he used to be able to do that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when Lawbringer would side bash or front bash and somebody did a dodge heavy, he used to be able to like parry immediately after the shove and punish the person, which made his shove like ridiculously safe because no dodge attack, even a dodge light, he can only block a dodge light and he could parry a dodge heavy. It was really safe. So they got rid of that. I'm kind of glad. And they just made a 500 millisecond bash. So we go here. Next we have Nusha. So Echo Strike is her deflex. It is now unblockable, but it is still not guaranteed. With the right recoveries on a certain characters, they can still parry her attack, but at least this helps her against full guard stance characters. And also, she can easily be countered by Black Prior, who can see the deflect coming and flip her still, because it's not guaranteed. Crescent Jab and Crescent Step. So essentially, her light attacks are enhanced. So, she used to be able to just light. If it gets blocked, her whole chain breaks, and the other person got like frame advantage. And so, Crescent Jab, I believe, is her dodge light. So they allowed you to be able to delay it from 100 milliseconds to 400, which is really good. Weapon trajectories, essentially, they have a bigger hitbox. All her side heavies attacks have a way bigger hitbox. So she'll be able to do better in team fights or just in Dominion in general. Next step is PK. So essentially, the move they was going for PK was to give her more recovery. So one thing about PK that I like is PK has the ability. She doesn't necessarily have dodge cancels, but she has super fast recoveries to the point where she can out deflect Raiders hyper armor the same way Shaman can, and it's like really cool. I don't see too many PKs in the game anyway. Like, she's not that bad of a character. People just prefer other characters, I guess. I don't know. Y'all don't know what y'all missing, though. Like, PK's fun. Next up, we have Raider. So, they nerfing Raider. They dropping the stam. It's not that big of a deal to me, to be totally honest. I never knew he had that much stamina. And, of course, I knew they was going to drop his damage down. They don't want no damage in the game to be higher than 30. No default damage. You have to have like an attack boost to be higher than 30. I can already see them going for that. They've been doing this to Pirate and everything. Like, here it is right here. Pirate Nurse. Walt the Plank feeds way more revenge, but deals way less damage. I didn't like that. I didn't like that because it's going to provoke Pirate people. It's just anybody who use Pirate to like not even think about using Walt the Plank, at least not in ganking situation. But even so, say you in a 1v1 fight, right? And then you got an ally or you got this random coming up behind you while you're in a 1v fight. If you land a Walt the Plank and your ally touches the person who got Walt the Plank, trying to get a guaranteed hit, that's a lot of revenge, and folks don't feel like dealing with that. Everybody know randoms be being stupid and everything, bro. I should probably do a freaking a rage series of just me playing with randoms, but like I really don't. I don't feel like, I don't think I'm gonna have the patience to deal with that. Chain link timers from all attacks that lead to pistol blasts on miss are now 300, so they're longer. They're way longer and less faster. We don't need to hear the reason why. Y'all probably already know it. So other improvements. Here we go. So for Warlord, he get faster hyper armor, essentially. For Centurion, his bash attacks are way faster, but they're also way longer. And now when he misses, he can also go into a jab, which is really good because Cent never used to be able to do that. He used to have to hit people to go in the bash. Gladiator is now getting his unbalanced thing back. That's actually really good, and it also guarantees a skewer, so that's really good combo for Glad. And I missed that animation. It was unique to Glad. It was like his unique knockdown, his Kyoshin, his unblockable heavy from his Kaze stance, which is called Tengu Kaze, is less stamina. Okay, I'm down for it. John Who finishes. Yep, I told you they don't want nothing going 30. They don't want nothing going above 30 anymore. That's the way they trying to do damage in the game. And Shinobi dodge kicks now pan for a shorter time. Whereas when you get dodge kicked, they're like you was like hit stun for a really long time. And of course, Shadow Strike deals 14 damage down from 18 damage. Shadow Strike, I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's his out of lock kick attack or what. I'm not totally sure. I haven't used Shinobi in a long time. So they going through it. This is them talking about FOV slider. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. It's just, that's what it does. It just makes a lot. It just allows you to see.
You see, you can go to the next line. See, this is what.
Yeah, it just allows you to see more of. It just zooms out the camera a little bit. Honestly, it makes me no difference. Of course, they drop Valk and Tiandi. Now, Tiandi, I'm happy about his reworks. Valkyrie, I'm just gonna say it again. I already said it once before, but never posted on the channel. They nerfed her. They kind of, it's a kind of a nerf. I can see that in the long run. I tested it out in customs. When Valkyrie goes into her shield tackle, into that full guard stance, if you can read her going into shield tackle, that GB is guaranteed. Because she does stay in the full guard stance for quite a while before she goes to the bash. The bash is fast. But in the long term, when people like now, people are not really used to her transitioning into that speed. When people get used to it in the long run, it's going to hurt Valkyrie. She's still going to be a mid-tier fighter at best in all modes. And that's what I was afraid of. Like, that's why I say keep shield crash in the game. Shield crashes are obviously better than the shield tackle because, like, it's an offensive tool. Shield tackle goes defense before it goes into offense. So it's pretty easy to counter. And that's definitely something you don't want to be doing around a good Nusha player. Because Nusha, she can kind of shut down a lot of our full guard heroes in the game. Tiandi, though, they did a little thing. Dragon dodge changes, reverted. They reverted the dragon kick soft feint dodge removal. They also reverted the delayed time into top dragon dodge. So yeah, that's what they did for Tiandi, but I'm pretty sure most of you probably already knew that. Still continuing. All right, now we're about to get into the Jormungandr testing ground. So for Jormungandr, I'm just gonna mute it and let it play here. For Jormungandr testing ground, I love the new animations. I'm loving the fact that Jormungandr, what he's doing, he's starting to use his weapon like the hammer that it actually is and not like whatever he's using it right now. You know, not using it as a hammer with heavy attacks only. Like he got a light attack in the game currently where he pokes people with his hammer. What type of attack is that? You know? So they did a few things to him. I'm going to tell you now, he's pretty good. I can get the light attack animations was funny looking. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. So yeah, that's the light attack. Now he swings his light attack. He swings the hammer on his light attack instead of going into, oh no, that was a heavy attack. So yeah, the heavy attacks is the same. The staggering on the unblockables got increased. So when he hits people with his unblockables, they stagger like out of range, like to the point where he cannot even guard break them. So yeah. What else? This right here. Essentially, he gets a stagger, a guaranteed heavy attack. He got a special animation on guard break, which is nothing's wrong with that. But at the same time, everything's wrong with that because it staggers people every time he does a side heavy. It's gonna stagger the opponent. Every time he gets a GB and goes into side heavy, it staggers the opponent. At first, I liked the idea, but when he came out, I realized that this move specifically, way too strong. Way too strong. It's going to make Jormungandr super busted in tight space maps like Gauntlet. What else? Gauntlet. What else is what's that map called? The Forge, Sentinel. All these maps with tight spaces, which is a lot of Dominion maps. Like it's gonna make him super OP because once you get on the once you get on the wall after he does. Oh, that's not just side heavies. It's all heavies that do that. Once he wall splats. This does wall splat, as you about to see. Once you get on the wall, that's a guaranteed heavy every single time. And then don't forget, he can go into an unblockable that can stagger you back into a wall, or he can feint into GB and then get you on the wall either way. So it's too powerful of a mix-up. It's like the thing that's making Yorm busted. And that right there, that's the main thing I told myself. I said that's definitely not going to make it to live because it's too damn strong. That's the new light attack. Like I can get used to that in time, but like, so I don't mind that animation. But it's way too powerful because even if they would have nerfed the damage, it's like that mix up just guarantees a heavy like at least 80% of the time, because one way or another Jormungandr gonna get you on that wall. You get what I'm saying? That's his new zone attack. It looks pretty good. Like Jormungandr, he gonna get you on that wall. And then of course you have this unblockable, which can also be delayed, not to mention. And they also increase the range. So if you dodge the delayed unblockable, you still get hit on the wall, which could guarantee him another heavy. And y'all see where this goes. Like the infinite wall loop that he got, way too much damage. I feel like even if they do nerf the damage off of that, leaving that in the game, like, that's going to be pure chaos to fight Jormungandr. Like, he going to be like how he was in, when he released, just in a completely different way. So that's like that's a little bit of a loop that you can do with Jormungandr, an infinite loop. But, of course, he ain't going to have the stamina to, like, keep doing it. But, yeah, that move specifically, that animation, they're going to take it out the game, leave him with a guaranteed heavy attack in the game, and just do the unblockable mix-up. If that makes it into live, y'all just gonna have to pray. Y'all gonna have to pray because Jormungandr gonna be busted just like he was when he released. And I'm not even gonna start talking about those days. But other than that, oh yeah, they got this right here. They're trying something out with these like feintable bash. They gave Yorm a new animation where instead of grabbing you in the gut, he like knocks you. He hits the opponent's shins. He hits them right in their shin with the handle of his hammer, and then goes for the nutcracker, of course. The bash was I like that. It's easily dodgeable though. But, you know, I don't mind. I'd rather have an easily dodgeable bash than like a fast bash that does a lot of damage. Essentially, what I would say about that is try not to get too comfortable. I hope the devs try not to get too comfortable with like giving all these heroes feintable bashes, because that's going to lead to something very nasty in the future, and I can already see it. Other than that, I like Jormungandr. I like the new changes. I like the new animations. He has a bash forward that guarantees a light attack. They took away his undodgeable light attacks, which I don't mind, but at the same time, oh yeah, they increased that. That's what I was worried about. They increased the hyper armor on the forward dodge heavy as well. I don't know if you can soft feint the GB still. I haven't tested that out. But you know, I'm still worried if people are going to be able to roll away from Jormungandr without his undodgeable attacks. That's what I'm wondering. I don't know that yet. Like, I only used him in training. I don't do testing rounds because I don't like to reset my mind. I don't like the ideal of resetting my mind when I come back to the live version. That's why I don't really play testing rounds. I just go into training and I try the testing rounds out for myself. But other than that, I like Jormungandr. I like it. I like what they're doing to him. Like how he's about to be a damage dealer instead of, you know, trying to deal with stamina. You know, I like that, and I'm up for it. So yeah, guys, this was my opinion on the testing grounds and on the hero improvements, the important stuff. I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's. I can't bother staying up for the countdown tonight because I got to work early in the morning, and I'm going to be asleep when the clock hits 12 a.m. So, yeah, Happy New Year's, you guys. I hope 2023 is kind to you all. Let's try and shoot for 150 subscribers in 2023. That's the goal. More videos were coming out. I am getting better at daily posting, even though it is just one game sometimes. But yeah, Happy New Year's, guys, and I will see you all in 2023. Peace.